to you live from our Hoppington Centre in Durban, senior correspondent Fred Gutterall.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Fred Gutterall, and welcome to another episode of the Hoppington Post. In this week's episode, we join Dr. Jean Tarrant, Dr. Donovan Kruger, and Northwest MSc student Mia Trenner as they travel to Simbiti Eco Estate for part 2 of our installation of Songmeters. One of the greatest threats to frogs is habitat loss as a result of residential and commercial development, which affects nearly 1/3, yes, 33% of all amphibian populations. You might be wondering, what does a luxury residential development, which in all probability contributes to habitat loss, got to do with the preservation of frogs? Well, Simbiti Eco Estate, or Eco-Sensitive Estate as they like to be known, have through the highly successful program of rehabilitating their natural flora and fauna, preserved 3 areas of wetland habitat for the critically endangered Pickersgill's reed frog. Wow, this must be one of the few examples of luxury residential development and environmental conservation working together. Let's go check it out. Excuse me, driver. You are parked in a differently abled parking spot. What? Need to get the sign? That's no excuse. Back up, please. You see, if we were all just considerate, especially to the laws of nature, the world would be a much better place to live in. Thank you. The team met Peter Coulon, environmental manager at Simbiti Eco Estate, to discuss the monitoring of the Pickersgill reed frog, which has been incorporated into the estate's vegetation management plan. They explained that by recording their calls, the process was to essentially get an idea of the spatial distribution of the frogs and how they use their environment.
The Songmeters are going to be spaced 20 meters apart at least, and you do a simple area calculation.
Yeah, extrapolate it.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily want to count all the frogs in the area, but you do it using a sample and then extrapolating
Exactly.
that.
And then that research that I wanted, will that happen where we'll be able to work out what the distribution of Pickersgills are in Simbiti? At the moment everyone panics about those little areas, but there might be other areas that we don't know about.
Dr. Tarrant, this looks like a classic case of maybe getting some of the residents involved to listen out for those Pickersgill reed frogs. Must be so cool to live amongst an endangered species.
So should we go and look at the 2 sites now, or do you want to play on that open piece of grassland first?
What a cool tattoo.
Okay, so if we go to schedule our program and you enter there.
Excuse me. This is a show about frogs. So can you make like Donald and or is this a goose? Mia's happy.
Okay, so play 15 seconds with recording. So we have 15 seconds each time to try and triangulate the calls.
Dr. Kruger, I know you need to sync these things, but it's getting cold. Can we please go and install it now? Finally. Yeah, that looks like a good tree to install it on. Dr. Tarrant, where you going? It's dark.
Bring us a frog back.
Forget the frog. Just come back already. It's dark out there.
Yeah, very dry.
Yeah, sadly, the whole of South Africa is very dry at the moment. There's a crippling drought that's devastating both humans and animals alike. Now, that's what a successful installation should look like. Can somebody tell me where Mia went? Finally, Drs. Jean Tarrant and Donovan Kruger called it a wrap. Welcome back. Wow, the passion displayed by the management of Simbiti Eco Estate to preserve the habitat of the Pickersgill reed frog is very impressive. So if you live in an eco estate, ask them if frogs form part of their biodiversity management plan. If they ask why, tell them Fred Guttural sent you. Please note, no humans or geese were harmed during the recording of this episode.